Hello, this is Cat Carter and back finally with an episode of Oxygen Not Included. So I've rebuilt the telescopes and space scanner with cooling. So this, I think I said before, this did work in the test world, so it should work here. So all of the plumbing's hooked up to go through the water. The temperature plates are all along the back, and obviously we've got all the metal tiles to conduct heat effectively with all the drywall. So what we're going to do is, I've got oxygen in here and the temperature gauge, and so what we'll do is we'll start pumping. You've got, I'll do 400 grams on you. Got some water here to pump that in. I'll basically connect up all the power and we'll see how it goes. I didn't mean yellow alerts, but how about we change that priority to 9? 9. Get rid of the yellow alerts. Now I've also basically hooked up some more. What is in there? Polluted oxygen. Doesn't matter. I hooked up more oxygen. There's no way I'm going to be able to use all of this water. So what I've done basically is used a couple thousand grams more in here. And this will basically pump oxygen into the base. And we'll use that to keep, to oxygenate the base. And it'll mean that this one won't run so much, which will be fine. Because basically I'm going to have it. This will only run when the electrolyzers use enough water. And we'll have to get rid of this. Now we also want you to run, I think, now. Right, so please tell me you can run on a wire. 960, so that should be fine if we hook that up. Now, did we hook up all of these correctly? So we've in effect got... That's hydrogen. 3 oxygen pipes. You can go. 3 oxygen pipes and a... you need to be here. Go there. 3 oxygen pipes and a hydrogen pipe. Do 9. And where else have we not got you? Yeah, so just go there, there. So the rest of these should be hooked up. They just go straight into the base. Gas pipe. I think I don't need you, do I? Like you were old piping that I don't need anymore. Okay, so we'll get you done ASAP. Actually, you don't matter. You're not hooked up, so it doesn't matter. Now, get that one done. And we will start her up. So why are you not? That's right. Yeah. So what do I do for my other settings? Oof. Oh yeah. There I put you. So we've got 1,000. Really? Let's try 700. I don't know why that was 0. So I don't want it to pump if it doesn't have full... so we'll do you above 1,000 and we'll do you above 700, let's say. 1,000, and you are doing hydrogen. No. We won't need to filter at some point once we get rid of all the hydrogen. This will also just pump. It's not going to, we're not going to waste power. I've set this automation down and stop at 90, and this one stop at 95. All of this setup is going to use so much power. Probably won't actually have enough. Alright, how much? No, more liquid than that. Alright, so both of these are running and it will be draining, yeah, huge amounts of power. So we might have to bring more power up. So that's all only running on a... How can you be... Yeah, we are going to have power issues. Because this is only 2 kilowatts. And this isn't even running. Or it'll be running very... Does it even run? Oh, that's max gas pressure. Hold on, why are you disabled by auto... There's not enough pressure there. Yeah, alright, so it's just not power. So how much of this are we chewing up? And what is a quick and dirty way we can power this? I think the answer is coal. Might not be enough, but if we just get a coal generator here, maybe that'll be enough to push what we need pushed. So if we go here, that priority 9, come on, do it. Now we want just an air tile here. And we'll do a heavy watt wire here. Nope, can't do that. Fine, we'll just go up this way. Yeah, so if we do this and we can do more automation. Just do a separate one up there. And we'll set the automation for this to 1950. Yeah, get that done as soon as possible. Oh, more day. Yeah, I didn't even think about... I was thinking that maybe it could get by. How much water have you got? 29. I'm probably going to stop the water here. Just go 9. We'll see how we... Where are you going? Actually, we don't need these anymore. What I'll do is... Yeah, that's full. Don't need you. Deconstruct you. It'll save us a little bit on power. And I'll just get rid of the liquid pipe there. Now, I can't go in here without opening that up. But... they're all moving freely, so you... deconstruct on a 9. That'll save us a little bit of power. They will have to go through these, but they'll only be in there for a second. And we got oxygen being pumped in anyway. Might result, and that oxygen's cooler. Anyway, I don't know. You can mop that up in case you're not going to mop it up. Now what we'll do is we will enable this building. So liquid temperature is getting up to 76. He's not going to have the anything to do that. Alright, so that. Alright, so no more liquid should be going into the system. That system will be going around. That's at 46. And what's the water here is at 80. Yeah. Now let's make sure that this is working properly. this is saying if it's above. Ah, it's just the pure power. Because there's no power running it, it's not going. So some of this stuff will be getting cooled and some of it won't be. So that's getting cooled now. Although, why is this one running? We'll see what we go. Once we get a bit of power from this one, hopefully. So you've got power 8. Don't matter. So in effect, it's got what 600, 2.6. Your pipe blocked. Yeah. So why is this blocked? That's disgusting. Oh, that doesn't help. Yeah, there will be stuff coming in them that we don't want, but that'll clear out soon enough. Ah, there we go. That'll pump that. And what do we got? That's pumping out. We're going to get some hydrogen in here, which will give us a bit more power on here. We've got steam in here. So how much liquid have we got? Temperature is below 120. Is steam heating up? It's not. Have we... Didn't I... is this doing it where it just won't change to 0? And stuff's still leaking through? No. Ah, it's just where it's converting. Now, is it converting because heat... Oh, heat's going out here. Deconstruct that. Is heat going out anywhere else? You're supposed to be cool. I might have to enclose this off. I was thinking that heat wouldn't really be an issue. So I don't know whether it's heat or there's too much liquid in here. Although all of that's now... The drywall's getting up to... Oh, the steam here is getting up to 120. Yeah, there we go. So is that automation red? Right, so this is 36. What temperature are you? 30. And so all of that is below 30, so that doesn't need to go. So how much power... Alright, so we're starting to get power back in. That's going... Yeah, we'll see whether we have too much hydrogen. Hopefully not. Alright, so it took us a little bit to get it. And once this... Because we've got... yeah, so if we look at... this, we were having some issues where obviously we ran out of salt and the oxygen wasn't generating. So the base pressure went down. And obviously we've got the situation where we've got the carbon dioxide build up here. But now that we've got basically more generation, another basically 2 electrolyzers, and in effect 1.5 kilograms odd per second, plus we've got this one pumping out as well. We should have a better run of it. So these things... How cold are you? There we go. So we got the steam turbine going now as well, which what power grid? I think I just plugged it directly into here. Into which one? This one. So this might be wasting a bit of power. But we'll see, because once it runs the mining lasers, it will be obviously using that power, but in the meantime that's fine. It can just go to waste, which it will be. That's what we're doing. So we've got stuff coming in at 72 and going out at 58. So is this... hold on, where's it coming out? So where's the first place it's hitting? Out of here. It's 58. Yeah, so that's down to 60. 70. Yeah, I might let it run, and these are down to 60. I might just let it run for a little bit longer. This seems to be working fine. It's obviously not pumping out a lot of power, but that's fine. It's not there to pump out a lot of power. It's just there to transfer heat, basically, and destroy it. Yeah, so while this aqua tuner probably will be running a bit once it starts warming up. So it'll use up a bit more power, and hopefully we won't have too much of it wasted. Yeah. So the other thing I did is I've basically put together but not activated a puffed farm for the chlorine, for the bleach stone. Now what I do need to do is get some water in here. And this is going to be... now this will be a lower priority than the bleach stone here. So that can be 7. So we'll keep this one at 5 actually. Oops. So we'll keep you... it's not consumable. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so put bleach stone there. So the idea is we're going to have... got all sorts of junk picked up here. That's fine. We'll have stuff picked up here. Well, actually, no. How about we just pick up what we want? Which will be all critter eggs. Will be bleach stone. And slime. Where's slime? Organic. Just in case puffs get in here and drop any slime, I basically want it put into this water. Now, that should be enough. I don't have to worry about the slime being put in a storage bin or anything. If it does get in here, it'll be in the water. So what we'll do is we'll put some puffs in the chlorine, and then what will happen is I'll have a higher chance of doing the eggs. And then what we'll do is if we get any... yes. Yeah, so what are we going to want? We're going to want... where are you? Puff, prince, pufflet. Do I not have them until they hatch? Maybe not. So if we just hatch these, and then we'll go from there. What I might do is I'll just dump the other one in here. And we'll go with that. Now, what have we... what's going on here? That's down to 58. It is dropping. It's just taken a while. And that's down to 68 from 70, and that's like 50... 58.9, you can do it, 58.8. It is dropping, This is working slowly. Obviously it's not maintaining a lot of heat. But it is getting hotter when both of those are active. Okay, so how much heat is escaping out? A little bit. Not much we can do about that. We'll see how hot... What's that? Alright, we'll leave that be. Alright, so what I'll do is I'm going to reactivate this. And we'll see how we go. So there... Obviously the Robo Miner space scanners at 6... Ooh. So that one's... losing my voice now. That one's 203. The Robo Miners are all, I think, 15 or 45. So we'll keep an eye on this scanner to see what happens with its temperature. Yeah, let's give this a go. Theoretically, this should work. All the Robo Miners are able to clear each other out. Oh, the irony. So meteor shower detected, so we will have to wait anyway. That's fine, it'll give a... Was that... No, not lead. Fine. Lead is not really going to be something I want to use. So just 2 gold. Get that. Now this will be a little bit more than it normally would because it's had a while to build up. So that's why I wanted it a little bit cooler to start with. Down to 67, 57. So eventually it would get down to 54. Eventually it would get down to the smaller areas. Here we go. Where's the 200? So this thing is 200. Let's see how bad it goes. Oh, that's not good. It's out of power. This Robo Miner... No, where's Robo Miner? He's up to 178. The regolith is already down to 169. This space scanner is... Yeah, look at the temperature drop. It went from 200 and it's down to 186. So this is going to take a long time. Just bear with me to clear my throat. This is going to take it... Whoop. Oh, the shift plate's entombed. Alright, so what have we got for... It's gone up to 86. There we go. So the temperature should be, and this... So this Robo Miner's up to 127. This 111. Because this is 126. So these Robo Miners will basically be what this metal tile is. But that metal tile should be slowly exchanging heat with... Exchanging heat with this one. So if we look at... What's this at? So the Robo Miner's at 148. It's at 148. Where's our space scanner? 144. And 168. But that's slowly dropping. Because the heat's basically transferring to the temp shift plate, the regolith into the steel, and into here. So this one's off now, so it'll start digging out stuff. This one will start digging out stuff, and so they're all going to start digging out. Hopefully they'll get there before the next one comes. So we're running on not very much power. Yeah, so we need more power. I'm going to have to bring up a large power thing, but this is more than would be normally be required because I left it so long. there'd normally be a lot less. So this is down to 130 now. But the space scanner is still up high because, yeah, this regolith is still 260, whatever. So the space scanner will go up and then go down as that regolith cools down and gets all its power drained out of it. So petroleum pipes are warmed up as well, but they are insulated. So this isn't running much power, but it'll be running enough power. I think with all of them going, yeah, it's got more coal in it. Yeah, so we're chewing up more power than we have. Yeah, you can see the power's going there. So we'll get more power for that one. What's this? 178. 202. So that one's, the temperature isn't going to change until the regolith gets dropped on it again. But obviously this metal and the temp shift plates are already cooler than what this space scanner is. So it should easily transfer the heat. So we got the next one. It got closed in time, obviously, which is good. There'll be a little bit of regolith going onto this telescope. So this whole system relies on these things every once in a while getting covered in regolith. Because when the robominers work, they slowly build up heat. You can see in this instance, yeah, it didn't. Yeah, those doors opening aren't good. That chews up so much power. I wonder if we want to... Tell you what. We can't use these anyway. So, disable that. Disable that. Now, if we do that, we shouldn't need... So how much do they produce? If we're only using 2, we should really only need 1,000, give or take. Got 1 and 1. So what we'll do is we'll disable that one as well. Can I get up to there? Yeah, I can get there. Do that. Alright, so if they're not all operating, it might enable us to build up some more power. Because we need all of that battery power for doing this stuff. So even with that, try and do that. Get in. Now, so they can activate. Now, that doesn't really matter because it's not activated. I want one for the other line just to pump in the oxygen into there and into here if we need to go into here and change things. How's that? Slowly, yeah, it's slowly heating up. Alright, so this is back down to 141. So is that going down? It should be going down. Nope, doesn't want to move. The pipe's actually at 1. They're going in. What are you going in at? 130. Oh, it's going in at 136. Yeah, so this one's the hottest one. So it's actually coming out 140. So this is basically dumping heat from here into there. And some of it's being soaked up in here as well because the aquatune is not cooling it down enough. Well, it's up to 200 watts. Right, we'll see how this goes running it non-stop. Obviously this is heating up this area, so if it keeps heating it up, that should help us in the other bits. Now this one's running 2, and that should up the temperature a fair bit. So So the stuff over here is only 112, 110, which is why this isn't converting. Yeah, that's fine. So this works. That's at 146. Yeah. So it just got a little bit more heated than it would normally because of all the stuff that built up over the 50 odd cycles I took to rebuild it. This one now looks like it is decently building up power. It will all get drained when these doors shut, I suspect, but hopefully there'll be enough sort of supply in it that it won't. Why has this got... has this got reduced visibility? Because I moved it across next to here. I think it does. So you go do... Alright, hold on. Oh, I'd already kept it. You got power. Can you please... Come on, give it power. As soon as it has power, it can go. How are we doing for power? Well, it's still not perfect. Then again, this hasn't got hydrogen. I think when the hydrogen kicks in, it's got enough... Well, hold on. It hasn't got that or that. I wonder if that could supply... I don't know. Don't know. I'm not going to. You good? You good? Yep. You got no issues now. You have got some power issues. But as soon as we can supply that, you'll go back up, and you'll go back up. Yeah, it's creeping up. And that hopefully will help it creep up more. Yeah, so power's going to be an issue. I will put heavy watt wire up here at some point. Shouldn't have any issues with the base anymore in terms of oxygen. So that's still a little bit... Ooh, look at that. That's still a little bit off as well. Yeah, they don't want to... Hey, what's this doing out? Better. I wonder if they're... Well, actually, those two aren't used, so... That's fine. I think this will... Yeah, I think this just got out because of the pressure drop for the oxygen. That shouldn't... Oh, you can only do up to 30. God, temperature's got that bad. It's actually really warm in here. I've stopped making refined stuff because it's just too hot. And even with this opened up, it's no good. I'm going to leave it there. We've got the puff to start with. Hopefully when he turns into a adult, we'll be able to transfer it. If we get another egg, I might disable the eggs for the loader and just drop it in here so it'll hatch normally in there. But we'll see how we go. That's for next time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next episode.